Before the video even starts, you have to give Yandere Dev credit for managing to delete every single mean comment that criticises him in this video's comment section.
Imagine yourself in the following situation.
No.
This is you.
Yandere Dev has made the decision to portray himself as a young girl for some reason. He explains in his debunk page that he did this because most of his audience is female, so it'd be easier for them to relate to her than, you know, whoever this is.
Stick 'em up.
But I think everyone can agree that this is just a cheap way of trying to garner sympathy.
This is a robbery.
And this is every single message you've ever posted to the internet over the course of your entire life. Some of those messages might be something dumb you said when you were younger and less mature.
Tell us, Alex, how much have you matured since then?
What a nice view.
And some of those messages might only look bad without context.
Like the same way you said you told someone to kill themselves looked bad without context? Because even if you said it sincerely or not, it's still kind of out of line. But coming from you, I guess it's not too out of the ordinary.
These embarrassing messages make up less than 1% of everything you've ever done or said over the course of your life.
Mate, that's not how the internet works. If I tweeted out something controversial, could I get out of the controversy by tweeting 100 more times? People online always look at the details, never the big picture. Let's not forget that your entire career is based on the internet, and yet you don't know how it works.
Imagine that someone decides to take all of these embarrassing moments from your past, put them into a list, and show that list to his friends.
Yandere Dev doesn't like to be portrayed as an evil monster with no empathy or morality, so he decides to portray anyone who makes fun of him as nameless gremlins, as well as bring himself down to their level.
Unfortunately for you, their hobby is ridiculing and shaming people, and they've decided that you would be a fun target.
This video is 22 minutes long, by the way. Realistically, how long does it take you to tell your audience that people are being mean to you on the internet?
And so they start stalking you. They follow you everywhere you go, taking pictures of you, recording videos of you, and digging through your trash to look for anything embarrassing you might have thrown away.
At this point, Yandere Dev's metaphor gets a little muddled. Like, which situations are real life and which ones are internet based, because the stalking ones and being poked with a stick seem slightly unrealistic. If Yandere Dev could just distinguish the online world and the real world, I don't think we would have this problem.
You might try to prove that they're wrong about you by remaining on your best behavior for as long as possible.
Best behavior? What are you, 5?
Let's say you announce that you're going on a diet, but once a month you allow yourself to have a single piece of candy. They will stalk you and take pictures of you on the one day when you're eating a candy bar, make a collage of those pictures, and then claim that you're a fat pig who is constantly eating candy.
So the real world equivalent would be, I only allow myself to tell people to kill themselves once a month.
Let's say that you announce that you're going to stop eating junk food, but in a selfie that you posted to Twitter, there's a candy wrapper in the background.
Let's say you announce that you don't own a sex doll, but oh no, you posted an image of it online.
They'll conclude that you've been eating candy. But if they simply spoke to you, they'd learn that you frequently have guests over at your house, and that you keep some snacks around in case your guests get hungry.
Guys, that's actually not my sex doll, that's actually my little brother.
No matter what your profession is, they will convince themselves that you're bad at it. If you're an artist, they'll claim that you're bad at painting.
Yeah, it's pretty bad to make fun of people's art, you know. Pretty, not good.
If you're a chef, they'll claim that you're bad at cooking.
You don't cook eggs, you dumb cunt!
And if you're a programmer, they'll claim that you're bad at writing code.
Yeah, but what if they're, like, correct?
Of course, you can explain why you chose to use acrylic paint instead of oil paint, or why you chose to use margarine instead of butter, or why you chose to use if-else instead of switch case.
Because I'm a retard.
You might say to yourself, oh, who cares if there's a bunch of weirdos who gossip about me? Who cares if they believe a bunch of nonsense that isn't true? Whatever, I'm just going to ignore it.
Congrats, Alex. After watching the entirety of Cool Cat Saves the Kids, you figured out how to deal with bullying 101.
They don't just want to talk trash about you, they want everyone else to talk trash about you too. And so they will invade websites. Tumblr, Reddit, YouTube.
Shut it down! Shut it down!
Yeah.
After enough people have been convinced that you're an awful, terrible person who deserves to be ridiculed and scorned, you will begin to receive harassment, prank calls,
He's nuts.
weird things being mailed to your house.
Yeah, it looks like someone sent me a sex doll in the mail. Isn't that strange?
Some people will even impersonate you and behave badly in your name to try and harm your reputation even more.
Shit.
If you ever attempt to defend yourself or clear up misunderstandings, you will be laughed at. If you ever express anger at the people who are tormenting you, you will be laughed at. If you ever try to put a stop to the smear campaign against you, you will be laughed at.
There is a fourth option, the cool cat technique, but that one doesn't work because, well, he actually doesn't explain that.
Well, if we're going to keep talking about these people, we need a name for them. And we can't call them critics, because they aren't judging you, they are judging a twisted image of you.
But that's still you, and we can still criticize you for the stuff you've done.
Now, think back to the first sentence of this video. Imagine yourself in the following situation.
No.
How do you think you would handle it? You might say, I would handle it with dignity and grace. I wouldn't let them get to me. I'd prove them all wrong.
I'll tell you what's getting to me. This goddamn condescending tone.
If you are treated like garbage for an extended period of time, it's going to affect your mood. You're going to become stressed out. You're going to become frustrated. You're going to become depressed. Over time, your original personality will melt away and be replaced with an angry and bitter attitude.
Everyone deals with this stuff differently, so you can't say there is one path that everyone is going to go down. Back in the real world, there are two ways to deal with this. Well, and terribly.
By now, you've probably realized who this video is really about.
Sorry mate, I only have half a brain, so I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, props to Alex for figuring out his target audience, I guess. Whoa, what a twist! Did M. Night Shyamalan direct this? He was the cum chalice man all along!
Tell me, what am I supposed to do in this situation?
This video has led me to believe that Yandere Dev never actually saw Cool Cat Saves the Kids. Bit of a shame. Cuts to black. So emotional.